From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Well, the first month of the season has flown by, and we are on to October. We've got a captivating matchup in store, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. First play from scrimmage, Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Cox still one of the league's top defensive tackles and remains a huge presence. 7 sacks last year, adds another win to his career total there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. Taken in at the 22. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down, here's Hurts. His throw here's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Past the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, 47 yards. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in L.A. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Stafford going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Stafford on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took forward.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That is caught. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
On first down, Stafford here. Pass complete there to Nakua. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
This is caught. And the Rams are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one can.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kyron Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level.
And this is where you can't help but think about our friend, the coach, the late John Madden, because this was his kind of football right here. Line them up and let them get after it down in the trenches. And as a running back, you just need that one crease, one sign of daylight. He finds it, and he barrels into the end zone. Touchdown, coach, just like you would draw it up.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. As this offense takes the field again, it's been a while since they've been out there. We just saw that long touchdown drive by the opposition. But remember, when this crew was out here last, Charles, they scored as well.
And let's make sure we give both offensive staff some credit, and especially the offensive coordinators, because we spoke with both of them in the lead up to this game, and both were really confident in their game plans. They felt like they had scouted their opponents and focused on specific areas in practice this week to make sure that they were ready to go. And frankly, it looks like they both did an excellent job.
Yeah, we'll see if those game plans can keep this streak of touchdowns going here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. Throwing is Hurts. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Stafford. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. A solid stiff arm. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Williams again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Kyren Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Marr now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here's Scott to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
3rd down and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's Swift. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving,
Not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Back to throw, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, nice move. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down as he's down to the 12. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a capper there to a pretty good 1st half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional, but that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. There's a nice move. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Second down, here's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Now a 2nd and 2. On the option to give to Swift here. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown, and the Eagles are able to widen their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, Williams. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Rams ready to go on offense. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense.
Under pressure, they got him again. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and a couple. Throwing is Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he's brought down at the 16. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
A beautiful fake. Hurts fumbles it. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
The Eagles on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to it.
Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Let's focus in on what we got to do. Here we go. Let's do this. Bring it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go right here. Show them what's good, baby. Let's set it up. Let's go. Let's go to work.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Stafford. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Stafford now to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift, down to about the 37.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 7. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Byron Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Eagles have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Williams to return. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Stafford looks to throw again. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Stafford. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're